Hey, my name is Haley Marie and welcome to my channel. So today is day 15 after my breast reduction surgery, and let me tell you, I did forget to make a day 7 update. I wrote down all my notes and everything, so if you're interested in that, the notes will be in the description box below. It's very similar to me just talking it out, but you have to read it. I know some people aren't really down with reading or stuff like that, so if that's you, I do apologize. I'm not going to do a video, but the information will be down below. By day 7, everything was going great, but I believe it was day 10 or something. It's day 9-ish. And I got hematoma in my boob. So in my eyes, I think I was hemorrhaging, and it didn't stop for 4 hours, and I'm very thankful that it did. But so basically I was sitting down, chillaxing. I hadn't moved out of my seat for 3 or 4 hours. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing shit. I was binge watching YouTube videos, just having a really good time by myself. And so all of a sudden I feel this heat in my boob, and I'm oh my god, something's wrong, because it's getting really hot really fast. You know, it's if someone took a heating pad and put it up against your skin, you would know that the heating pad was there, not because you felt the pad on your skin, but because it was fucking hot. So that's pretty much what happened in my chest, and I started getting hotter, and it started right here. You can't see. It started right here, and it just started spreading. And I was oh my god, something's wrong. After about 15 minutes or so, the heat was over my entire left breast, and it was from my collarbone down, just hot. And then it started swelling. It was horrifying. So after 5 minutes, my boob had swollen to about, if I was looking straight down, it was 1 inch to half an inch larger than my other boob. When I'm just looking straight down, it was a whole other cup size, or a whole other 2 cup sizes. And that's when I started panicking, and I called my doctor, and he was
oh, you know, sometimes it swells.
And I was yeah, okay, but it hurts so bad. I was almost in tears at this point. So he was okay, yeah, well, I'll see you tomorrow and everything's gonna be Gucci. And so I was okay, I'm gonna wait it out. And then 10 minutes later, my boob had doubled in size again. So at this point, I was freaking out. I was in tears because it was just so painful. I don't think I've ever felt anything that painful in my entire life. It was so fucking painful. But after I called my doctor, I was oh shit, my boob is still getting bigger. It hurts hella bad, so I'm gonna head off to the fucking emergency room. And I get to the emergency room. Apparently I went to the wrong one. So after an hour of waiting, bawling my eyes out, my boob had tripled in size. It was fucking huge. It was like a Pam Anderson boob. It was just a huge ass. It's one really big boob and one really small boob. That's pretty much what I looked like. It looked insane, and it hurt so bad, and it was getting hotter and hotter. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. So this is an hour to an hour and a half where I had to go to the other hospital, which was right down the street. I was still kind of pissed, and by the time I got there and got checked in and saw my surgeon, my boob was 4 times the size of my other boob, and I was still bawling, and it still fucking hurt. I didn't know what was going on. But they did a thing that they do for pregnant women. Ultrasound. They did an ultrasound on my boob and saw that there was no infection, but it was bleeding. Like, I was bleeding inside of my titty. And by the time they got to doing the surgery to relieve the blood from my body, there was about an inch or two underneath my breast reduction suture that had filled with blood in my abdomen, and the side of my boob as well, also filled with blood, like past the sutures, like the actual under part, like under my arm where my arm rests, was just filled with blood, the whole thing. And it was horrifying. It was horrifying. I was so sure I was gonna die, and I probably would have, but I'm glad I didn't. My whole chest cavity was just filled with blood, and it hurt so bad. And then after a while, they did give me some morphine, and I'm very thankful because it did relieve the pain after like 20 minutes or so. I don't know. It was too much. So that's how I've been. That's how my healing is going. It wasn't a great situation to be in, but I had really great doctors and super great medical support staff to help me through that. I believe the surgery lasted like 2 or 3 hours, and at the end they did have to end up putting my drain back in just to make sure that the rest of the blood and plus the solution they used to clean the blood out continues to leave my body. So yeah, I almost died. I feel like I almost died. The pain was so unbearable and it was happening so fast. I didn't know if it was gonna stop swelling. I didn't know if it was gonna stop getting hot. I was freaking the fuck out. Yeah, it was horrible. That being said, I still don't regret the surgery. If I knew this was gonna happen and I knew I was gonna live, I would still make the same, I would still do it again. Like, I don't know, nothing compares to like being comfortable. Nothing compares to like being able to carry your body in a comfortable manner. Like, it's just fucking great. I don't know how to explain it, but it's fantastic. Other than almost bleeding to death internally, everything's been pretty great. My right boob is doing really well. The sutures are healing super, super well on my nipple. I wish I could show you guys, but you know, YouTube and boobs and all this other stuff. But my nipples are like looking really, really good on this one. My sutures on my left breast, when my boob was swelling, the sutures were so tight, it looked like your shirt is too tight, or like when you have like big breasts and the buttons on your button-down shirt are like gaping. My sutures were gaping open from the tightness of my skin. So my left boob is kind of starting from square one at this point. My right boob is doing great. I guess during the surgery for draining the blood, they had taken the bandages off of this one. So I am going to show you guys what my stitches are looking like right now on day 15. I also will show you my left boob so you can kind of see the difference. Also, I can see on my left breast now where, like exactly where the heat started is, there's like a big bruise, like a huge purple bruise right on my boob, and it's horrifying. I hope it doesn't scar over, because I do scar pretty easily, and like every bruise that I get turns into a scar. Hopefully not that one, because it would be kind of like traumatic to always have to see that every time I took my clothes off. But The other scars, I don't mind. I just don't want to be reminded of almost dying that one day. Yeah. So enough rambling about that. Let's talk about internal health. So like I was mentioning, when I do eat bad foods, like I was eating Oreos, or I tried eating like mozzarella sticks, as soon as the food like hit my stomach and digested a bit, my breast would become inflamed. So I have been eating a lot better. I mean, generally I eat pretty well just as a whole, but I have been like eating just as clean as freaking possible. Like frozen foods, like frozen fruit and vegetables, like fruit smoothies and shit, like just super clean, super duper clean, because I don't want my boobs to hurt. I don't want them to be inflamed. I just want them to heal properly. I haven't really like come across any videos of people having this issue, so maybe it's just like a me issue, but keeping the stress levels down in my body, whether it's stress like environmental stress or stress from not eating properly, is very important, because I can tell that it's having an effect on my healing process. Also with stress, environmental stress also triggers my boobs to hurt, and it makes them like super hot, and I don't know why that is. It could be my blood pressure raising, it could just be general inflammation. I don't know what's happening, but environmental stress also triggers pain. So like I was at the grocery store, and this little boy was like talking to his mom about somebody killing some girl that they knew, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh my god, like what is going on? My boobs started hurting. Watching TV shows, you know how you like get into a TV show and you're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that and all this other stuff, and like talking to the character as if they can fucking hear you. Doing that, watching stressful shows makes my boobs hurt. Like it sounds crazy, and it sounds like it's like a psychosomatic issue, which it definitely could be, but either way, like I trying to keep my stress levels in check so that my boobs heal properly. There's no more itching. No more itching. My boobs do not itch in any way, shape, or form. I'm thinking it could have been the little steri strips. Even though I have the steri strips on my left breast right now, it doesn't itch though. It itches sometimes underneath, but it definitely hurts more than it itches. I did have feeling in my right nipple at some point, but now it just hurts. The only feeling is pain at this point. And if I like touch the areola, it hurts, but if I touch the nipple, it really hurts. But there's no actual like, I wouldn't be able to like follow my finger around, if you know what I'm saying. It's just like pain. So I don't know what's up with that, but you know, healing's kind of weird, bodies are weird, so it's whatever. Surgical bra. So I do have to wear the surgical bra like 90% of the time, or a sports bra, like super duper tight sports bra. Like this one right now is pretty tight. Like my boobs are like compacted. I think this one has more compression than my actual surgical bra does. So that's that on that. I don't mind. Like I love wearing sport bras, especially because my boobs are a lot lighter and like I can wear them. It's super comfortable. They're like flexible and everything. So it doesn't bother me one bit. Like it's like I went from wearing 2 bras and a sports bra to just having to wear 1 sports bra. Like it's a fucking good ass deal, right? So yeah, that's pretty much that. I don't really have anything else to say. Like, let me know if you guys have any questions. I can do a Q&A video, but everything's looking really good. I'll go ahead and put a video here, or maybe here, I don't know, of what I'm looking like now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, cash, anything you want to give me. I'm here to accept. So yeah, thanks for watching.